Greetings. Today I want to show you how to use HLOOKUP. In the previous lesson, I demonstrated how to use a VLOOKUP. And this is the data for HLOOKUP that we are going to use in order to demonstrate how HLOOKUP works. So remember for VLOOKUP, these product IDs, you can see for HLOOKUP they are horizontal. But now, remember for VLOOKUP, this is how the product ID looked like. You see, the product IDs were vertical. But now, the HLOOKUP, the product IDs are horizontal. So that is the difference between a VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. V means vertical, H means horizontal, meaning that the product IDs has been placed horizontally. Therefore, we are going to look for our product ID looking at the data from this column A and row 1. You remember when we were doing for VLOOKUP, we looked at the product IDs. Supposing we want to look for this one, we looked at the product ID. We used column A and row 2. So we were just looking at the data. We didn't take this row 1. We did not say column A, row 1 here. Instead, the data that we used was column A, but now we used from row 2, then column D all the way to row 31 because our data had 30 units. And you remember, and you know that because this header has already taken a row, the rows become 31. So for HLOOKUP, we are going to include this column for the rows. We are not going to begin with the column A and row 2 because if you do that, we are not going to scan this one. We will not be able to get what we are supposed to look for. And this is our main guide. The product ID is our main guide. So supposing your boss tells you, I want you to tell me the price of product P024. So it is, we are going to say equals to HLOOKUP. Then we are going to say into quotes, P024. You close the quotes. Then we are going to get our data range, which is A column 1. A is the column, 1 is the row, then colon. Then we are going to look all the way, like we are going to look from here all the way to here. This column called AE. You see, this is where we are going to look for that information. So we will come here and then we will look up to AE like that. AE and then the row is 6. So you see it has selected everything. It has selected from column A, row 1 to column AE, row 6. This is 6, it's where all the data is. So we are going to put a comma. So for example, we want to look at the price. The price is number 3. And then we say false. Then we close the bracket and we enter. You see, it has given us column 3 is, this is our column, this is our product 1, 2, 3 is the category, not the whatever I had counted from product name. So our what we have gotten that our for P024, let's confirm. P024, column 3 is office equipment, and we have gotten that one. Even I did not check it. So supposing we are looking for 030, can just change it from here. Then we say that we want 4. So 4 is the price. You can see even the numbering is here. You see, this is row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, row 5, row 6. So the headers are marked by these rows. So for row 4, it's the unit price. So let's see whether we will be able to get the unit price of P030. Then we confirm. P030 is 12,000. So let's look for P030. It's here. It's 12,000. Let's check another example, maybe 010. Then we look for row 2, notebook. So 10 is here. Row 2 is notebook. So that is how we use HLOOKUP to look for data in an Excel sheet. HLOOKUP is not very widely used. Rarely will you find it being used. Most of the companies prefer the HLOOKUP format because even when you look at it, it looks a little bit professional and it is easy to see items which are in that Excel sheet. But when you look at the way it is at HLOOKUP, you see the product this being on the horizontal part. Someone might mistake it for the headers, but in actual sense, the headers are here in column A. So I think you've gotten the basics for the HLOOKUP. If you know HLOOKUP, VLOOKUP, you can do any work. If someone tells you to look for something, you can do that work. What you need to master is the formula. You master the formula and you understand what you are doing. So here for VLOOKUP, the formula we were looking from column A and row 2. That is the data range that we were looking. For HLOOKUP, it is different. We are looking for from column A and row 1. We are looking for everything. That is where we are searching whatever we want. So thank you so much for working with me. I hope to see you in the other tutorial, which will be index and match, which is a more preferred and more professional way to look up for data. So see you then. Thank you.